Going live.
We're live. That's what this is. What it is.
We're live.
Here, hold that over there in case we need it. Give us 1 second, y'all. Okay. All righty. Okay, we're going to ask that y'all just give us a second here and let's just give us a minute. Okay, I am not able to see who is on, so give me 1 second. We're kind of sort of new at this because we usually don't have Wi-Fi. Okay, Green Gables Homestead is on, and I don't see, it shows that 9 are, but I don't see, and I want to say hi to you. So give me a second, and I'll see if I can see this on my phone. Talk to him while I'm doing this.
Hey, Barbara. Hey, Clueless Homesteaders.
Hey, they just made our, hey, Barbara. Clueless Homesteaders, they just made our deep dish pizza tonight, and they're going to have it again on Thursday. She said it went well.
Well, I can tell you.
So that's showing up on there.
I'll go ahead and tell you, if you make it tonight, you should really wait till tomorrow to eat it because it's better the next day. That's true. After it has had time to set.
That's true. There's Carolyn from yesterday.
Hey, Carolyn.
Hey, you and Jeff. It is great to see you. Oh my goodness, I have so much good to say about you.
There's
no, hold on, I'm going in line. And Miss Stephanie. Hey, Miss Stephanie. Miss Vicky. Hey, sister, there. I love you so much. I know you can't be on here long tonight, so thanks for popping on here, Miss Vicky. And there's Andrea. Hey, Andrea.
And Art.
And Art. And Art. Miss Glenda, hello. Lydia.
Hey, Lydia.
Okay. Thea, you know what? I saw your name the other day, and I don't know if it's Thea or Thea. I don't want to mispronounce it, but it looks like Thea Hardy. I hope that's right. Had it for seconds today. Okay. All right. Did I miss it? Did I get that mixed up? Clueless Home. Yeah. Are you the ones? I think I'm just confused myself about I thought Clueless Homesteaders made the deep dish pizza. I think I just confused myself. Anyway, forgive me if I did.
It's Tia.
Tia. Okay. Thank you for that. And there's Jenny from Kansas. Hey, Jenny and girls. We need to look up there, honey. That's where the camera is.
I'm looking down there.
I know, but look at the little dot.
I'm looking to see who's coming on.
Y'all look, we got a lot to talk about. It's good stuff. Here's my pen. I can't talk without holding something. My Wi-Fi is terrible. Hopefully I can hang on, Andrea says. Okay, look, if you don't hear, Andrea, what I'm going to say in a minute about the fires and breathing in the smoke, then text me and I'll tell you, I'll send you the link. Tia. Oh, Tia and Clueless Home. Okay, I'm not as confused as I thought I was. Clueless Homesteaders, that is Tia. Okay, cool. So she is the one that made the pizza. I thought that was right. Okay, well, thanks for joining us, y'all. We're so thankful we have Wi-Fi. That's a biggie.
This is our first live YouTube, isn't it?
It's our first one where we've interacted with people. I mean, we did one live where we were acting stupid in the kitchen months ago, but we couldn't even see the people's comments because we were over here. And this is the first one where we can see comments, except I have to do my bifocals like this, but maybe somebody understands. Hey, Wright family from Colorado, Miss Tracy. She's so sweet to comment on so many of our videos. Well, we have a lot to talk about. I know some of y'all have to pop on and off, and I know some of you, the Wi-Fi is bad. A couple of you I've talked to today, and you already know a couple things we're going to talk about. So one of the things I'm not going to bring up until I see somebody pop on here who wanted to talk about it. But so, yeah, we're talking about Wi-Fi, and we're glad to have it. There was some confusion about having it in this campground. Yeah. But we have it. We were supposed to pay for it anyway, but we were able to log on even though we didn't pay for it. So I was honest, and I went to the office and said, look, I've got Wi-Fi, but I'm not paying for it. And they just said, you're too honest. And so I said,
okay, thank you.
Okay, thank you. So anyway, Yes, Jenny. Thank you. Y'all hit the thumbs up button. Just, if you want to have a happy Thanksgiving or for any random reason, just hit the thumbs up button because that helps us. Okay. So Wi-Fi. So right before we turn this on, videos. What did you watch? Sad.
I know, and I don't know if you guys remember a show. A lot of you probably won't if you're not from a certain, I guess, southeastern area. But there was a show on when we were kids called Hee Haw. And a lot of country music stars went through.
Sing it. You know you want to. Come on. Hee hee ha ha. That's how it went. Wasn't it?
Hee haw.
Oh, he did.
And there was a lot of country music singers from the 60s, 70s that went through this show. This show went for about 24 seasons. And I was watching a bunch of stuff about Roy Clark because Roy Clark just passed away. Was it yesterday or the day before?
A couple days ago.
And he was 85 years old. So we watched this one little bit that was a Hee Haw cast reunion, which was kind of neat. So that's what
Barbara in Florida used to watch it, but I don't know if she grew up in Florida. I don't know if it was on Florida television.
I don't know I don't know how wide Hee Haw went. But anyway. So anyway.
Okay. Yeah. So Roy Clark, passed away. I'm reading Andrea from Our Supper Stories. This is a serious thing, and I want to get this. I want to mention this before she may have to pop off here. And also, her phone is dead. Hers crashed. Oh my goodness. Well, we'll. Okay. I'm sorry. Well, that's why you hadn't answered me the other day. That's okay. I want to tell you, there's all the wildfires in California. And it's very sad. I guess, is it just California? I don't know if it's Nevada or,
I think it's just California.
Out there. That seems so far away. I'm not sure. Anyway, I've been keeping up with it through Instagram and so forth. I have an article that I wanted you to have, Andrea. Anybody that was out there, especially, or not especially, but also Stephanie with, Instagram name just flew because she changed her name. Grateful Pastures. She's not on here right now, but anyway, anybody that's in California, homesteaders, non-homesteaders, whatever, it's very sad out there. And here is a website, an article written by Joette Calabrese. Now, that a lot of y'all know that I'm into naturopathic. I'm interested in that. I'm interested in homeopathy and learning all that. And especially since our insurance situation is, don't tell the whole story. It is, what's a nice way to say we don't
different.
Have any, different.
Different. It's different.
It's unusual right now. We are trying to find healthy ways to, natural ways to be healthy. All right. So this article came to me. Joette Calabrese is a very well known. Yeah, I'm reading the comment. It is a very. She's studied and she knows her stuff about homeopathy, and so she's. All right. She wrote this article. I think I've said that 49 times now. It's called, it's on JoetteCalabrese.com, and it's called Where There's Smoke, There's Fire. And she just wrote it 2 days ago in response to all the fires. And she just tells what remedies, homeopathic remedies, if you're interested in that kind of thing. If Carolyn, if you're on here still, if you're interested in that, Joette Calabrese is really a good resource. What kind of remedies you can use if you're breathing in all that smoke. And when I mean, she has studied everywhere. She's got degrees behind her name. She's not just somebody like me somewhere who doesn't know anything. She knows her stuff. So I did want to throw that out to y'all for those who would just, if you're just curious. But I don't. The website name is just, it's not. Type in Joette Calabrese.
Well, Barbara put it out there for everybody. Isn't that what that is?
Yes. Yeah. Oh, wonderful.
Yeah.
Thank you. That helps me because I wasn't sure how to. Thank you, Barbara. Yeah. So JoetteCalabrese.com/blog/where there's fire, there's smoke. I said it backwards. But I'm not going to read it all. But like she says, when experiencing breathing difficulties due to external causes, you should think of so-and-so remedy. If you're coughing, gagging, think of so-and-so remedy. And it goes on. And I just thought that was really good. It's she puts a lot of free information, good stuff. Of course, she has books you can buy, and I've bought one of them. But anyway, that's really good. I wanted Andrea to have that, and anybody else who is affected by the fires. So, and our thoughts and prayers are with y'all because that's not good, and I hate that for everybody out there. All right, so thanks, Barbara, for that. I don't have it. Why? Okay.
Because it's going to show that website.
Well, don't I want to show it for everybody to see that Barbara typed in?
I don't know what will happen.
Okay, I'll just wait. All right. See, look.
I think everybody may be able to see that.
Everybody can see the show in the hide.
No,
okay, look
everybody
here.
Can see the website that she
look, got. Mr. Patient and Miss Katie. All right. Technology. Let's talk about that for like 10 seconds.
Technologically challenged.
Here I am. Me trying to figure out technology is like walking in flip-flops in 2 feet of mud. I'm not kidding. I mean, like everything you see, some people said, oh, you're just great. And you know what no, I don't know what I'm doing. Everything has been a learning process. Now I like the result, making friends and that kind of thing. But just so when you see us struggling, just have a bunch of grace. Jenny says she grew up with hee hee ha ha. All right.
Several people did. I didn't realize it went, from the comments, it looks like it was a nationwide thing. I didn't realize
Robin.
That.
Thanks for loving our channel. Bye, Miss Vicky. God bless, and I'll see you soon. Love you.
Need a moderator to post the website. I don't know.
Okay, and that's something I need to learn about. I really don't know a lot about that, but thank you for saying that. Can I make a moderator right now? Because I wondered about that. Hey, Amanda. Duggar, can you see it?
Yep.
Amanda. Moore can't see the website. Oh, Andrea said she grew up watching Hee Haw. I'm sorry, I can't talk to you and read the comments at the same.
Okay, well,
make who a moderator? Okay, Barbara, can I make you a moderator? Can I do that? Is that okay?
Don't know how to do it.
Y'all have patience. We're figuring it out. Hey, there's your mailman friend. Hey, Ashley.
Hey, Billy. Hope you're doing well, buddy.
Barbara, can I do that? Can I make you a moderator? Full-time military, full-time RV. Our son is in the Army, Stacy. There are 3 dots next to her name, a full name. Do I have to okay, so Barbara, is that okay? Can I make you a moderator? Can I do that? I'm going to add her. She didn't say. Barbara, you're now a moderator. Congratulations. You're Heritage Way's first moderator. And we'll send you a certificate in the mail with a nice little candy cane. I'm kidding. We probably won't get that done. No. Thank you, Green Gables Homestead. We don't have any. It was a joke.
She says she don't know what she's supposed to do.
I don't know what I'm supposed to do.
All right.
Green Gables, help us.
All right, Barbara, your name just turned a different color for us. So
it has the little, what's that tool? And it shows, everybody can see it. We don't have to tell them what to see. Let's get on with the business.
You may need to post that website again for Joette Calabrese and see if they can see. There you go. Everybody may be able
Go, Barbara. Go, Barbara.
To see it
go,
now.
Barbara.
All right,
Barbara's the moderator.
On.
Okay.
Let's move on.
So I have a list. Hope y'all don't mind because I didn't want to forget stuff. And why do people fix their hair when they're looking at Why do they do that? Like,
I don't
why
know.
do they stand here and?
I don't know.
All right, so let's talk about what we're jumping right in. I wanted him to see the list, but we didn't have time. So here we go.
We'll go.
Art's coworker is moving the length of a football field per second.
Wow.
That's Art's coworker. That's like
Wow.
hits home.
All right.
Okay. Wow, man. All right, we're going to talk about, first thing we're going to talk about is the RV life, the full-time RV life. Sorry, I didn't have time to tell you what we're going to talk about. Okay. Regrets.
It's interesting.
We're going to be honest here.
Is that not a good word?
Regrets. Okay, somebody said the other day, "What do you regret doing?" A couple people said in different ways. They said, "Do you regret doing this now? What do you think about it?" So, how long have we been doing it?
6 weeks.
I don't even know. Okay, here's the thing. And if you full-time RV, you'll understand. Stacy Hancock, you understand probably, maybe. I mean, if you're in the military, you probably know what day it is, but we don't. So we walked in the other day to this pizza place, which the fact that we haven't gone out much to eat, that's another story. So we walked in, and I'm not kidding y'all. And Carolyn, if you're still on here, you've already heard this story. So we walk in, and the guy says, "There's the daily specials right there on the wall, right?" This is true. This is true, people. We walk in, and so look, Mr. Patient and I are both going, staring at the daily specials like this.
And then
look. We did it for 30 seconds. We're staring, daily specials. And I'm thinking telepathically, he needs to remind me what day it is, because I don't know. Of the week, not date on the calendar. And so I didn't realize he was thinking the same. So finally, thank the Lord, Mr. Patient looks to the guy and says, "I'm sorry, what day is it?" Of the week. So it was Tuesday.
Well, the thing is, when I was working, it kind of gave us, I guess, a grounding to know what day of the week it was. And now that we're just kind of drifting along, we don't really pay attention. We just know, oh, we got to be out of this campground on this day.
Yeah, we don't. So we had to learn what day it was from the man. So regrets, though. What I have a regret, but then I have the hardest thing. The hardest thing. It's not a regret. So you go first. Do you ever regret? Okay, I'll go. Time's up.
For full-time
RV.
Not yet.
You want me to go? You don't?
Mm-hmm.
I have a regret. And it's weird. You might not think it. My regret is that we have not planned enough time in our house to just do stuff, like just be in our house. I mean, we have planned, because there's so much to see, and we have planned to go see things. That doesn't mean we've spent a lot of money. We can talk about that later if y'all want to, but we've planned to go see things and go see this and go see this and go see this person. And I love all that, which is why we're doing it, because we love it. But we've not planned, okay, like the other day we had to go buy the kids' shoes. It was kind of a necessity. We've been putting it off. And anyway, we didn't plan, where our day was messed up because we hadn't planned time to just have to go buy shoes, or plan time to be here in the house, just to be home. Well, so that's my biggest regret.
Well, we do plan down days, but our down days consist, the way our down days works is, or has worked to this point, is we will go out and we'll do stuff and we'll do stuff and we'll do stuff, and then we'll be like, okay, we need to take a down day. And basically a down day is like sleeping till 9:30 or 10 o'clock and then getting up. And,
I don't tell them that. You just told them we sleep till 10.
And getting up and
Not
just kind of hanging out and not really doing anything. So, we haven't really taken enough down days to enjoy being together here in the RV and the kids doing their schoolwork on a regular basis. Although they're doing it when we do a down day, we make sure they get it done when we have the down day. But we've agreed that we're going to have to take more down days.
Like, for example, today is our last day in where are we? Pennsylvania, and
you can't even remember where we're at.
Well, the other day you said you didn't remember what state you'd had a shower in last. So there.
You told everybody that.
You don't care. You're a man. Okay, so that reminds me. I got to get my tea. You tell.
I tell them what?
Look.
I can't believe you told them that.
I did. Listen, what's the hardest thing about RVing, full-time RVing?
So far, the hardest thing about full-time RVing for me is trying to figure out how we do this. Like, whose role it, not necessarily whose role, but who's going to do what and how we're going to do it. And
what's that
especially
mean?
when we're parked.
Who's
I mean, when it's a moving day, we've pretty well got our moving day down. But when we're set up somewhere, Katie's over there working in her kitchen, and I feel really bad just sitting here not doing anything.
Oh, you should. No, go ahead. I'm kidding. Go ahead and keep talking.
I feel bad just sitting here when she's over there doing that, and I'm constantly asking her, is there anything I can do? And she says, yeah, go get me some water or something, just to give me something to do. So, I mean, or I'll say, is there something I can do to help you? And she'll say, yeah, go put this over there. It's like moving moving the salt, from where she's cooking to the table or something.
Bad.
But it's so trying to figure out. I mean, because the thing that's hard for me is figuring out, I guess, really what my role is and the things I need to be doing. Because
all right, let's talk about that.
Because when I was working, I mean, I'd get up in the morning, I'd go to work, I'd come home, and we pretty much knew what was going on. But now that I'm here all day, every day, I'm just kind of like, nah, what am I going to do today?
Okay. Yes, this is true.
And this is not the place to discuss what I need to do. So you just keep it to yourself.
I'm going to say something. I'm going to say something. Remember, he doesn't know what we're going to talk about. Look.
Well, don't talk about what I'm not doing.
I might cry because this is the hardest part for me.
I know what the hardest part is for you.
I love you. So let's just preface it by saying that.
Here we go. You're going to do this on live YouTube, right? Really?
I'm thinking first before I do it, but I'm still going to do it.
You better think.
The hardest part for me is not that I miss my house. But I do miss a house. I'm not going to lie. I miss a big house because we've always had a big house. Not because not because of, we're rich and all that, but we used to have the big house that I grew up in, and it was a big old drafty house. So we weren't all that. And then the house we just moved from. So yes, we did have a big house, 3 stories, and I had company and all that. Okay. Loved it. I was always doing something around the house, nesting and stuff. I'll read that in a minute. So that's not the part I miss, or that's not the hard part, although that's tough, but it's not hard. The hardest thing about, I think people with retired spouses can relate to this. When your spouse retires and comes home, no joke now, I'm not being funny. What do you do with them? Like I'm not kidding. I mean, like, what am I supposed to do with him? Because he
set
comes
me over
home
the corner and give me a bottle. Or
no, and it's not like you're 65 or whatever it is people retire at, and he goes somewhere out in his shop and makes wooden toys. I'm not making fun of that. My grandfather did. But I'm just saying, what am I supposed to do with him? Because, like, I don't want this to sound ugly. You know, I love you. But, like, he doesn't know anything. Like, he doesn't know. Okay, no, listen to me. Listen, follow me here. You remember the housekeeper, the first episode? I'm talking.
Got a college degree. What do you mean I don't know something?
Of Andy Griffith's show, and Opie said, Aunt B, where's she going to go? She don't know nothing. Remember she Opie knew plenty, but she didn't know what Opie thought she should know. Okay, see, and then nice little entrance into that.
I don't know what you think I should know. He
knows plenty, like he knows how to move that warehouse from the corporation, and he did all great, and that was wonderful, and they loved it, and blah, blah. And that's wonderful. That's great. You know, he did his little coffee making machine job, and that's great. But, you know, he doesn't know, and I'm serious, he doesn't know our routine. He doesn't know, and it kind of makes me sad a little bit, but he told me the other day to train him. I'm trying to train him, but that's hard too, because I've been, well, I'll stop. It's just hard because it's hard. Well, like he doesn't know what we do. Like I'll do so-and-so with this kid, and then he wants to help, and I'll say, well, do the so-and-so thing. Well, I don't know. And it's not that he's dumb or Aunt B or anything. It's just that he doesn't know. He's not been here. You know what I mean? So that's major hard. Like that has been major hard.
Or we go somewhere to do something, and she feels like she has to do everything with the kids and take care of the kids and do all this. And then I say, you know, I'm here now. I can help you. And she says, but you don't know what to do.
Well, okay.
I said, then train me.
Okay,
what to do.
But some of these ladies and mamas can relate because, I mean, you want it done. You got to get it done. We don't have time to be training husband tonight. Got to get it done. And so that's been tough because that's not fair to him, and he wants to help. So we don't fuss and fight. We really don't. We used to, but we don't. Partly because, bless his heart, he puts up with me. He's Mr. Patient. But so that's been hard. We'll go on to the next subject. That's been hard. How do you like your new RV? She asks.
So far, so good. Just little things are.
Oh, there's Trisha.
Little things are that happen that are annoyance that I'm having to try to figure out.
Love you, Andrea.
How to take care of them.
Right.
So other than those little things, I mean, nothing major has happened. But I know there's just little things that we've got to. That pop up from time to time that I have to pull out the manuals. One of our friends out in Arizona, Kelly, told us that we needed to have a book with all of our manuals in them because she said you're going to be referring to them on a regular basis, and she was right. I'm referring to them on a regular basis. In fact, I've got one sitting in there in the bedroom on the dresser right now that I'm needing to look at to figure out an issue that I have right now. So I'll probably be looking into that tomorrow.
Somebody, Jenny in Kansas says, maybe you could do some of this homeschool lessons. That's a great segue because I wanted to talk about homeschooling on the RV. And he does, Jenny. He does. He was assigned. Before he retired, I planned on him teaching this subject. So can you pull that out real quick just in case they want to know? I will tell you, that was on my list of things to do, to tell y'all how we how we homeschool on the RV full-time, which really the RV on the RV, full-time on the RV really, I mean, you could do what we're talking about, not on an RV. Anyway, this is what he does with the kids as often as you can, right?
Can you see that?
It's beautiful feet. Homeschool Grammy.
Early American History
channel talks about that a lot. You might check out Homeschool Grammy.
So basically what Early American History is, it's a, who'd you say it was with?
Hey, P.T. Bo.
Who is it with?
It's Beautiful Feet. Is it not? Yeah, Beautiful Feet. It's
it's company. Beautiful Feet. So basically we're starting back. See, this is the Columbus book that we're on. So it's a early elementary age stuff, but it goes through a lot of the history. So, I mean, we're going to be hitting George Washington and Abraham Lincoln and a lot of others. But right now we're on Columbus. So.
There's Tina. Remember Reedyville? Tina that came to our house and she won the thing. Hey, Jessica and Jenny from Kansas says, "Yay, Mr. Patient." Well, I wasn't listening to you. Did you tell? I was reading. Did you tell them what it does?
It don't do anything. It
don't. He doesn't teach grammar.
And one thing that I try to do too when we have a down day, if Miss Katie's involved doing something, I try to prod the kids along and make sure that they do their math, they do their English grammar, they're doing their piano.
Get a list up for him.
So I try to make sure that I prod them along so that she doesn't have to do that.
Yes, and Trish, you're right. He tells me to tell him what to do, so we're working on that. That's a real struggle. I mean, it's real. The struggle is real. Okay, talk just a minute about the RV, Green Gables Homestead. If you had it to do over, would you choose the same make and model? They're about to purchase an RV. I don't know if they're about to purchase the same one, or why don't you tell what we have, if you don't mind?
Yeah, I would choose the same make and model. For those of you who don't know, we have a Grand Design Reflection, and the actual model number is 367BH. I think that's right.
BHS, and we have
BHS.
We have a video about it.
It's a 41-foot mid bunk. So we've got a rear dining area and kitchen. It's got a huge pantry, which that was a big selling point for me because I knew Miss Katie would really enjoy having that big pantry to pull from, since she wouldn't have her big kitchen, but she could at least have a bigger pantry. But then right behind that pantry, as you're walking to the master bedroom, there's like just a little room. And that little room is where little Miss Homemaker sleeps, and that's where they do their schoolwork. And
we call it the little room.
It's kind of a playroom for them if they need some time in there. And then on top of that room is a bunk area. It's roughly a queen size bed, and that's where John Boy and Little Music Man sleep. But yeah, we really. I don't think I would get a different one. One of the things that really drew me to Grand Design was that they're made for long-term living. If you go to their website, that's one of the things that they tout is that they're built for long-term living. If any of you are considering full-time RVing, make sure you go out there and look at the warranty, because a lot of the companies will void the warranty if you're going to full-time RV in them. And Grand Design is one of the ones that does not void the warranty. In fact, this RV has a 12-year roof warranty. It has a 3-year structural warranty. But we also bought a 5-year extended warranty that covers basically the whole RV for 5 years. So, the whole time that we're on the road, if anything goes wrong, we can pull out that extended warranty and we won't have to pay to get it fixed.
And you've already used it twice.
Yeah,
the warranty.
We've already used it a couple of times. It's been on really small things. But just to give you an idea, and this was what kind of sold us on it, is he told us that if our refrigerator goes out, it'll pretty much cover what the warranty cost.
Because the refrigerator's
that expensive. So yeah, I don't think we would get a different one. I mean, this one is.
If you need to ask anything else about the RV, ask, because he did research for a year before we bought this. So y'all ask.
Yeah, this one is what we needed. I mean, I would have really, like I said, this one is 41 feet. I would have loved to gotten 35 or under, just so that we could get in a lot of different campgrounds. So by getting this length, we can't get into a lot of campgrounds.
Mm-hmm. But we knew that up front.
Like I said, our full-time friends, Kelly and Charles out in Arizona, were telling us about that. But at the same time, there's 5 of us, and we really felt like we would need the space. So one of the things that we have to do is, and we really hadn't done this, is plan ahead where we're going to be.
Oh, that's another
where we're
regret.
going to be going.
Don't even go there.
Well, we really have to plan ahead where we're going to be going.
So awful.
Because the limited amount of parks and sites at those parks that can accommodate a 41-foot RV. So that's something we really got to work on. Is really starting to plan ahead.
Are you able to access the kitchen and dining table when the slides are closed? No. We
have to. We can access them, but we have to open them up about a foot or so in order to be able to get to them.
Well, but if you went some
in order to access them.
Well, you open them without electricity, don't you?
Yeah,
I don't know how.
Yeah, when
works.
I open them.
See, you are smart. You know all that stuff, and I don't know it. Look how smart you are, Aunt B. Go ahead.
Call the man.
Go.
When so whenever we get to a campsite, I mean, I can open the slides and it draws off of the battery. And the way the battery works is when we're hooked up and I'm driving down the road, it's actually charging the battery for the RV. So we have power. Like if we wanted to dry dock somewhere, we could pull in and we can actually get the slide outs open off of the battery power.
All right. So, and another thing is we will miss the bigs for Thanksgiving. So this is the first Thanksgiving where we have not been with at least one or more of the big kids. We have 6 children, 3 are old. The 3 oldest are adults. And so this is the first Thanksgiving. So that's another hard thing. But, that was our choice with the schedule we made. So, so Jenny asks where we will go for Thanksgiving. So we'll answer that here in a minute. And I want to say hi to Aaron's Crazy Life. I think you're in Pennsylvania. I think we're loving Pennsylvania. I want to talk about that in a second. And knot grass. Yeah, we know the knot grasses because they're from Tennessee. They're from near the Cookeville area. So they're really sweet people. So that's a good curriculum to use as well. So we talked about the negative stuff. So the joys of full-time RVing, despite, all the gross stuff that we've already mentioned, the hard stuff that we've already mentioned. But y'all, when we were at an Instagram friend's house the other night, this has happened at least twice to me. And it may sound sappy, but I nearly sat there and cried, just sitting there thinking of, I'm in this person's home. They have welcomed us in their home, and not everybody, each situation is different as far as meeting homes, Instagram friends. And I get that, and that's fine. But everybody we've met so far has just been like you're just picking up from a long lost friendship, because we've already met them and talked to them on Instagram and know them. And we were somewhere the other day, and like I said, I just almost sat there and tried to keep from weeping, thinking I'm so thankful for this situation and circumstance. And I'm not home. I don't have a big house. I don't have this and that and the other and wah. But I'm so thankful for the experiences we're getting. And we won't go into all the phenomenal experiences, but the people we're meeting, the people our kids are getting to meet, it's just been really a joy and worth it so far. And like I said, we're only in 6 weeks, but we're just really thankful. So there's that. And Thanksgiving week. This is Thanksgiving week. So that's a little hard for me. I wanted to talk to y'all a little bit about Thanksgiving and meal planning, or if anybody had questions, because we're not going to do any meal planning, and we're going to be the guests this year, and that's going to be different. But
she's just outside of Lancaster.
Yeah, Lancaster. That's where we are, just outside of Lancaster. I thought she said she was the other night when we were DMing. Thanks, Trisha. Thank you so much. But Thanksgiving, I mean, this is hard. I try to just not think about it, because every year this time, I mean, every Thanksgiving week, really since we've been in the house we just sold. So 5 years, last 5 years, I guess, right?
What,
5 or 6 years.
sold?
Yeah.
No,
I'm saying the Thanksgiving tradition that we did.
Oh.
And I have a video about this, but it's an old video and y'all might not have seen it. It talks about Christmas traditions, I think is what the name of it is. But holiday tradition, something like that. But I'm not saying this to brag. And if y'all have been watching us long enough, surely you know our hearts. So I'm just going to say it. But every Thanksgiving for the past 5 years, we would start praying a week or more in advance and say, Lord, just send us people that don't have anywhere to go for Thanksgiving. And the first year I did it, I prayed. I said, Lord, I want to feed people. I want to feed as many people as I can. That's just my thing. I love it. I love feeding people. If I'm feeding you, I'm just so happy. And so I prayed, Lord, just please, would you send us people? Because all we had to feed was just the 11 in our family. And, I wanted to feed a lot of people. And I prayed, Lord, would you please just send us people that I can feed? Send us people that don't have anywhere else to go for Thanksgiving. I contacted the college and I tried to get a hold of find some college kids that didn't have anywhere to go. And that kind of fell through until, I don't mind saying her name, Alicia. You know who you are if you're watching, which you're not right now. But anyway, she came up to me at church and she said to me, and out of the blue, it wasn't really out of the blue because I'd prayed for it, right? But I felt like it was out of the blue. And she came up to me after that prayer. This had never happened ever in my life. And she said, Katie, our family, they had just moved here from Africa. And
they were missionaries in Africa
for like 12 years.
Yeah.
And she said, Katie, we don't have anywhere to go. And she didn't know us that well.
Right.
I mean, we're friends, but we weren't like tight friends, So that made me even realize more that it was an answer to prayer. She said, Katie, we don't have anywhere to go for Thanksgiving. Can we come to your house? Oh, my word. I mean, if that's not an answer to prayer. And my knees were knocking and I was just nearly crying. I said, you don't understand. I prayed that I could find somebody. And I said, I've been trying to haul in these college kids. And I said, I can't get anybody to come eat my food. And she came, but it turned out we had a lot of people that Thanksgiving. And I can think of some we had. We ended up inviting a single father and we ended up inviting several people. So we had a house full. When I say house full, we owned a 3-story house, that was like 4,000 square feet or something like that, a little less than that or whatever. Excuse me. So we had a house full. Well, that was phenomenal. And that in addition to, we always, every Thanksgiving, and we're going to miss it this year, but we always volunteered at the local race. It's called Burro Dash in Murfreesboro, Tennessee. My brother-in-law is the president. My sister they worked so hard to make it what it is, along with all the team of people. And so we always volunteer to be road blockers because, that's us. We block roads. We don't run. But
because if I'm running, I need y'all to look behind me and help me out.
There's a bear chasing him. But so we do that, but then I go home and I have Thanksgiving for as many people as I can. And we have been doing that for 5 years.
Well, ever since we've been there.
So every year I would pray, Lord, and it got to be more fun to pray it because I didn't know who he's going to send, but I knew he would send people. And we've had all sorts of people, all sorts, every walk of life, all kinds of ethnicities and all sorts of people. And it's been wonderful.
All right.
And
this year,
this year the tables are turned and I had to we talked about it and I contacted a dear college friend of mine who lives in New Jersey. And I said to her, And it's kind of hard when you're on the other end of the table. You know what I mean?
Yeah.
And I said to her, we don't have anywhere to spend Thanksgiving. Can we come to your place? So we are going to New Jersey to my friend's house, and we're going to stay parked there about 2 weeks. Mm-hmm. And that's where we're going to go. So I'm really thankful. I mean, although I'm missing the opportunity to be a hostess, I'm thankful that we are going to be welcomed into their home. She's already told me, what they're going to have, and we're going to, get to go to her in-laws' family, I think. And then the next day she's going to have lasagna. And the day after that, we're invited to her mother's. And the day after that,
we're going to have plenty of Thanksgiving.
So we are very, very thankful. But I'm just saying we're on the other side of the table. And so that's interesting. Say, hey, I have nowhere to go. But at the same time, she acted thrilled to have us, and so that's where we're going tomorrow. We're going to New Jersey, and we're going to stay there. And so, so that's what we're doing. And we will be, Aaron says, how long are we going to stay here? We've been here 5 nights, and we're leaving tomorrow. But anyway, and Carolyn says, your family was truly a joy to us. Let me tell you, Carolyn, that was wonderful, wasn't it, to meet Carolyn and Jeff yesterday?
Yeah, well, and you were alluding to some of that a while ago. And one of the things that I wanted to say is, when we set out on this journey, one of the things we wanted to do was to, meet as many of you guys as we could in person. And, knowing that we weren't going to have an income anymore. And we're, so our prayer along the way has been and still is for the Lord's provision, for him to provide for us. And the really interesting thing is when we went to church with Carolyn and some others Sunday.
Well, we went with Tricia.
Well, we went with Tricia and met Carolyn there. The sermon this Sunday and the last Sunday we went to church were both about, letting the Lord take care of you, letting him be your provision. And so, it's like, I think the Lord's trying to tell us, I'm going to provide for you. And you know what? As we've looked back over the 6 weeks we've been on the road, he's done that. Mm-hmm. It's been amazing to see how he's provided for us. When we stayed with some friends in Richmond, they had a food pantry there, and they allowed us to go in there and basically take as much food out of that food pantry as we could. And we're still eating on some of that food. We've eaten with the family we were staying with there. Since we've been in Pennsylvania, we had a meal with a family here, Trish and Steve. Thank you. Love you guys. And then we had that with them Friday. We went to church and worship with them on Sunday and met Carolyn, and they had us go over to some people's house that we hadn't met that go to church with them. They were having a lot of people over, and they were like, hey, y'all just come over. And we were able to have a meal with them and meet some other people. And that was a great group. We didn't want to leave. Yeah, it was great. I mean, well, actually, we go into this not knowing anybody, and I think we were the last ones to leave.
We felt so comfortable there.
Yeah. So, I mean, it's been amazing to see how the Lord has provided up to this point.
He is good.
And not only provided meals for us, but he's provided, can I say, he's provided family along the way that,
oh my, yes.
We left our family behind as far as, our older children and her brother and sister and my brother and wife and mother. But you know what, as we're going along, he's providing that family for us, because when we meet up with these people, it's been great. It's like we've known them forever, and we're just catching up, or starting up where we left off. So it's been amazing.
Yeah, I'm keeping a journal, just a spiral notebook of ways that he's blessed us that translate into financial that translate into financial blessings. Just so I can look back and remember, it's not necessarily a joy journal or a blessings book, but it's just so we can look back when we want to whine. If we want to whine, well, we don't have any income, we don't have any money, or we have little income or little money, then we can look back and see, he provided all this, and that equals money and,
Right.
financial blessing. We didn't set out, if somebody's new to us, they need to know we're not setting out to go around the country to panhandle. What are we doing? If they want to know, who are these people?
Well, so we're
the woman who talks a lot and the bald-headed man. I threw that in about myself first.
Wow.
You're bald-headed.
I'm not.
It's not a secret.
See there, I got her.
Tell them what we're doing.
So what we're doing is we're going around the country and actually seeing the country, and the sights around the country are kind of a byproduct of what we're doing. We're going around the country, and we're trying to meet up with as many of you guys as we can, so that we can have that tighter knit community that we talk about all the time, and that community can stretch all across the country. But the thing we want to try to do as we go along, we're just wanting to love people and bless people the best that we can. We want to help. We want to serve. When we meet up with you guys, if there's service opportunities we can do, we want to do that. But the big thing is, like I said, we really tout on our community is loving one another and being in community with one another. So, we're just expanding our community across the United States as we go.
Yeah, it started out, well, there's a whole long story, but it started out to see the country. We've got a store. I've got blogs on our website, heritageways.com, about it. We've got videos here on YouTube about it. So our mission, our purpose, our goals, our aims have evolved. And it started out at one point it was just like see the nation. But to us, it's more about.
Well, it started out real selfish.
Yeah. And now, for example, if we have a choice between going to see, well, I'm just going to say it like this. If we have a choice between going to see Gettysburg or going to meet new friends, we choose the going to meet new friends. And I say that in love, because today we were supposed to go to Gettysburg and we didn't make it just because we needed a day here. We needed a down day, but I wouldn't take anything for being there yesterday with those new friends. It makes me weep, and I just met them. They were awesome.
That was great.
And so I wouldn't take anything. So you see what I'm saying? So Gettysburg is phenomenal, right? And we've never seen it, and we want to go, but we opted for the friendships that kind of, we didn't. So that's our goal. And you talked about money, so I'm going to throw a couple things out here in a minute. We do have very little income. He quit his job. If you don't know that, there's a video about that too, but he retired, he quit his job. So, yes, Aaron, we'll be back through, Lord willing, because we'll talk here in a minute about Pennsylvania and how much I love it.
Because we didn't get Gettysburg done today like we planned, so we've got to come back and do Gettysburg.
We were planning to come back anyway.
Yeah, we got to come back.
But, so that's our goal, is to just go around and just really, it sounds so simple, but just to be kind to people, to take time to stop and speak to people. That's all we have right now, really, is time. We got way more time than money. And so we stop and we speak to the security guard at the Bureau of Printing and Engraving, and talk to him about his financial plan, not like giving advice, but conversation. We talk to the man playing the trumpet or whatever it is on the side of the road in DC, and he smells bad and he looks scary and nobody wants to speak to him, and he's got a scar on his face, and our kids are going up and shaking his hand and talking to him, and that's what we're doing. And so yes, we're seeing the nation, but good grief.
What's wrong with you?
Hand me a Kleenex, please.
What's wrong with you?
I'm emotional about what we're doing.
Well,
anyway, okay, we'll quit that. So that's what we're doing. And that's why we're doing it. And so when we say we want to meet people, it's not because we want to scare them off or whatever. It's not because we want to come in their house and look around or be weird or anything like that. You know, we want to meet. We'll meet you in the park. We'll meet you at McDonald's Play Place. We'll meet you at Chick-fil-A. We'll meet you, you know,
At church.
At church. Oh, that's a big one because we want places to worship. You know, we've had one of our Instagram friends that we'd met last year. We had her when we were staying in Manassas. We had her to come to our camper, her and her husband and her baby. And so it's very simple. Build community, sharing life with people. Yes, we're going to see the nation along the way as frugally as we can, but that's what it is. So anyway, he quit his job and he's retired. So as I think we might have already mentioned that he's retired. He's retired. Have we mentioned that?
And I don't have to do nothing.
Well, that's
East.
Okay. Well, yeah. Let's talk real quick. I got a few more topics, but y'all may be getting tired of it. So let's go on to the next topic. I want to talk about real quick about money. A couple of things that are going on with us. I want to mention 2 ways, if you don't mind, that you can help support us with no money out of your pocket. That sounds good, doesn't it? That's a good deal. Y'all can support what we're doing and help put diesel in our tank and help buy Little Music Man his peanut butter crackers that he loves that are so unhealthy at no money, no cost to you. So that's good, right? So if you like to not spend money, give us a thumbs up on this on the live video tonight. If you like to not spend money. All right. The first thing is, you want to talk about the monetization and why we did that and what's up with that?
Yeah, Kim.
Yeah, please.
Okay, so for those of you who are subscribed to our channel, or I guess really you don't have to be subscribed to our channel to see our videos, but hey, if you aren't subscribed, go subscribe to our channel, because you're subscribing to our channel helps us out and helps us be able to put out better content and more content for you. But one of the things that you've noticed recently is the ads at the beginning of our videos. So once we hit a certain level of subscribers with YouTube, we were able to monetize through YouTube. And what that means is when you go out there and watch our videos, they play those ads. Whenever they play those ads, here again, no cost to you.
Right.
We get a few pennies out of it.
It's like 2 or 3 cents or something.
Yeah, I mean it's not huge, but you know, the more subscribers we get, the more people we get watching our content, obviously the more money that we can make through that. Now, knowing that I quit my job, there has to be ways that we have to make money. I mean, we know the Lord's going to provide. He always has. But at the same time, I think he expects us to, you know, kind of the, if you don't work, you don't eat kind of thing, you know, that it talks about in the Bible. So I do think that even though we know he's going to provide, I think part of his provision is giving us the avenues in which we can make money. So he provides through those means. And the monetization on YouTube is one of those means that he has given us to be able to provide for us. So,
Teresa, I always watch the ads. Barbara, I always watch the ads. Yes. Now, y'all know, if you've watched us any length of time, we are real. We say things that maybe, you know, some people wouldn't say, but we desire to be real with people. We're not putting on a show or anything. So I'm just going to tell you, we're making about $1 a day, which I'm excited about, because we're new since it started on October 31st monetizing. And so I didn't even think we'd be up to $1 a day. So I'm just letting y'all know that is one tiny way. I mean, we haven't seen it yet because you have to get up to $100 before they'll send you the check or whatever, but that's fine. I just want y'all to know, because you're our friends, you're watching, you're the ones that we thank you. if y'all weren't watching and liking and subscribing, we wouldn't be sitting here. Well, we might be sitting here just making videos and just watching them on our anyway.
Because we watch them because our kids don't.
Our grown kids, he's saying. Well, they might. I think Owen watches her. Anyway.
Well, but one thing we need to tell you about the ads. We want you guys to understand we have no control over what those ads are.
Right.
So just know that whatever those ads are does not necessarily mean we're endorsing those products or those services or whatever those are.
Yeah.
I mean, we have no control over what those ads are. So,
you
know, if an ad comes up on some of our stuff that could possibly be offensive because we have no control, please understand we don't have control and there's nothing we can do about it. Okay.
Or I know I've watched Doug and Stacy's videos. I mean, I watch them all the time. They're friends of ours, and there'll be an ad to come up, and I'm thinking, okay, they would so not go, buy that product. So, he's right. And if you'll watch them to the end, that helps. If we appreciate that. And we're saying this because I didn't know that until we got into this. I did not know that. So if you'll just watch the ads and just know that that's really helping us. And I know some of you we lost 2 or 3 subscribers